Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. And boxing, find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Now I'm about to go out here in the garage and lift weights. But let me talk about this because it's on my brain. Now make sure you leave that donation for the house fried rice, chicken wings, a little bit of that General Tso's chicken, salad, and follow me on Twitter. Now hold your horses and let's not take it to the stupid. Jaron Ennis out here foolishly playing both weight games, the WAIT weight and the WEIGHT weight games. Now you say, oh, Hood Champion, what you talking about? Okay, first let me get this out of the way. Eddie Hearn is dropping the ball. Because he does not, I've said this in another video, he does not want to put up the money for Jaron Boots Ennis to get the opportunity to become undisputed at 147. He doesn't want to do it. Eddie Hearn is looking out for Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is looking out for Matchroom. So Eddie Hearn, of course, is going to be okay with Jaron Boots Ennis going up, playing the weight game, WEIGHT, at 154 to fight Virgil Ortiz. Because Turkey Al-Sheikh is the one who's putting the money up. So although, in my opinion, it's in the best interest of Jaron to get busy at 147, he's going to go up to 154 because Eddie Hearn's like, shit, okay, that's my guy. I don't have to put the money up. Jaron can come to 154, fight Ortiz. Not a guaranteed win, in my opinion. And then Eddie Hearn still benefits. And I don't like that. It's ridiculous to me. Eddie Hearn should just pay the money. Look, I'm not saying you come out here and if you budget for, I don't know, $3.5 million in order to pay Ennis and his opponent. I'm not saying you come and pay $6 million. But throw another $500 on top to get those guys who you're trying to get in the ring with Ennis to sign. Like, you did it for AJ. What's going on with Jaron Ennis to where you're not so comfortable putting up the little extra money? And he put up way more money for AJ to get opportunities. But that being said, I don't like it. When most fighters go up in weight, they stay. And I just think Jaron Boots Ennis is already a kind of big guy. Why mess around and bubble up to 154, right? And then come in the ring, whatever, 170 or whatever he's going to come in on fight night, just to possibly draw in if he beats Virgil Ortiz, but let's say he loses, right? Nonetheless, win or lose, if he decides to draw back down, especially if he's able to retain his 147 belt and not lose it as a result of moving up, and then draw back down to 147 and think he's going to be effective at 147 like he is now. I don't think it's going to work that way. I think it's a recipe for disaster. Have we not learned what's happened to fighters who've gone up in weight, then decide to come back down or decide to go back up when they start playing the weight game, WEIGHT? Shit doesn't normally go good for those guys. So when I hear Jaron Boots Ennis possibly going to 154, then drop back down to 147, I don't like that. I don't like it. He's been at 147 for a long time. If he's going to go up to 154, drop the damn belt at 147, go to 154 and do the business. But don't start playing these games. It's very difficult once you move up and your body gets comfortable to try to draw back down. All right? So I don't like that. The other thing about Jaron Boots Ennis, why I think foolishly playing the weight game, and some of this may be beyond his control, is the WAIT game. Just going to wait, going up to 154, take a couple fights, and then maybe, if he's still able to hold his belt at 147, I'll come back down to 147 and look to unify, become undisputed, because that gives me some time to wait and see what these guys are going to do, and maybe somebody at 147 will finally fight me. Dumb. Jaron Boots Ennis, what happened to your goal, your main objective, right? To become undisputed at 147, then bubble up to 154, do the business at 154, then bubble up to 160, and then go to 168. These are your words, not mine, not mine. I'm going to tell y'all out there what the problem is. It ain't Jaron Boots Ennis. It's Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn talks a good game. He's the kind of guy, Eddie Hearn, to make you believe that it's good to have liabilities and it's bad to have assets. He'll make you believe, go get you that expensive car, get you that this, get you that. Things that take money out your pocket instead of going out here to get things that's going to put money in your pocket. Because he can spin it. Eddie Hearn will tell you, I'm a mouthpiece. I'm a mouthpiece. I'm a mouthpiece. I can sell anything. I'm a mouthpiece. He's a fucking mouthpiece. And he's blowing smoke up Jaron Boots in his ass, and I don't like the way he's handling the man's career. Look at what Eddie Hearn has delivered for Jaron Boots Ennis. An amazing fight with David Evanesian. David Evanesian, on short notice, took that fight. And how did that fight go? Ennis won, but how did that fight look? Not the way Eddie Hearn hoped for. Anyway, comes now, Eddie Hearn does such an amazing job and gets Jaron Boots Ennis an opportunity to fight Karen Chikadzian again. And I understand the politics and secret society and Chikadzian, somehow still becoming the mandatory to Jaron. I get it. I know how shit works too. But good job, Eddie Hearn. You've done so well with Jaron Boots Ennis. This man signed to you. He's making good money, and you've been able to deliver him 2 bullshit fights, non-unifications. Outstanding, Eddie Hearn. Now you're about to take him and bubble his ass up to 154 to fight a bull, even though I don't think Virgil Ortiz is the same guy who fought Mean Machine. Virgil Ortiz still brings a lot of intensity, a lot of artillery in the ring, and if Jaron Boots Ennis is going to stand in front of him and think he can do him like he did Chikadzian or like he did Evanesian, I think Boots Ennis is going to be in for a rude awakening because Virgil Ortiz is bringing that heat. But I don't think Virgil Ortiz is the same fighter who fought goddamn Mean Machine at 147. I think Virgil Ortiz has been through a lot. I think he took some damage from Bohachuk. And if Boots can be defensively responsible, I think Boots will beat Virgil Ortiz, but that's no guarantee and no given. Because Virgil Ortiz is going to bring it, man. Like, I got to be fair. Just because I say I think Boots can get him, I could see Virgil Ortiz, especially how Boots in the last couple fights is like just deciding he's just not worried about what the opponents the punches, and he's just eating them. He's just sitting there eating them shits like grapes. And he figured, okay, I'm going to walk through that firestorm to get to a safe zone, and now I can let off my shit. Got away with it with Evanesian, got away with it with Chikadzian. Not so sure he can get away with that with Virgil Ortiz. Nonetheless, Jaron Ennis foolishly playing both weight games. The WAIT, I'll just wait, go to 154, come back to 147, and hey, maybe I'll become undisputed then. But also playing the WEIGHT. Hey, you know what, man? I'll just go play the weight game, gain another 7 pounds, fight at 154. Big opportunity, big money in Saudi, Virgil Ortiz. I should clip him. Hey, and then, maybe I stay there or maybe I come back down, which I think could be detrimental to his career because you don't play, like they say, you don't play boxing. You don't fucking play weight games in boxing. Waiting around for opportunities and waiting around going up and down in weight. You don't do that. But anyway, I'm getting over this bronchitis. You got to excuse me, right? I'm sure Jaron, Virgil Ortiz, Eddie Hearn, everyone knows better than me. This is just me sitting back here looking at it, just at a glance and saying, this isn't anything, this isn't anywhere remotely close to what we told the layout plan was for Jaron Boots Ennis in his career once he signed with Eddie Hearn. Nothing is going according to plan. And we could point the fingers at everyone else, the Norman Juniors, the goddamn Stanley Eunices, the Bar. We can say nobody wants to fight Boots. Okay, I get it. I think there's some truth to that. But I also think there's a whole lot of goddamn truth to Eddie Hearn not wanting to put up the damn money. And Eddie Hearn wants to sit back and let somebody else foot the bill to where he benefits, but Jaron gets a big fight. But ultimately, Eddie Hearn doesn't want to take the financial risk of putting up money for Jaron Ennis to fight for unification. Now, that's my opinion. Anyway, good luck to Boots. Sounds like that deal they verbally agreed. Everything is firmed up verbally. Just a matter of putting pen to paper between Virgil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis. If they got the deal done, great. That'll be a good fight in February. But I just think it's a horrible idea to play the weight games. Keep cool, I'm in the breeze.